Hey, good morning, folks, or good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you happen to be. I am always impressed with myself when I remember to unmute my mic. Coming back from the starting soon screen. Welcome to the Chill Out Show, everybody, where we are going to sit back, relax, and have a cozy time. Look at that. Look at me and my stream deck. We're slowly getting back into the groove of the streaming thing, and hopefully this is a stream. My eye is on my internet. Smoke did a complete reformat of my PC this week, and to fix some of the issues that I've been having. So we're looking okay. Was a little bit shaky in the starting soon screen, but I think we're all good. I know how to pivot to video if need be, but I think we're solid. Touch all the wood. So today on this episode of the Chill Out Show, we're going to be doing a few things. We're going to do a check-in, just how the week's been, because it's been kind of a big one. We're going to play our movie games. We're going to talk about what I have been reading and watching. And then we're going to build some Lego, which I haven't done on stream for a really long time. And the reason for those air quotes is that, of course, it's not really Lego. But it will be revealed later on. And if we get time, I will do my Dreamlight Valley Dream Snap. But don't know if that'll happen. That is totally fine, though, if it does not. So, the week. Big computer week this week. We did a big reinstall because not only was my internet super slow just on my computer, it was making everything on the network slow whenever it was on. So we did, again, I keep saying we, it wasn't me, a big reformat of everything, big reinstall, which got a bit more complicated, but worked for a few hours yesterday, re-downloading everything, making sure I had Windows from this decade, and we've got there, and now everything's running nice and clean, which is really nice. Hopefully got rid of some garbage that was making my computer not run so well. It's something I know you should do every few years anyway. We also had a time where we basically just had one graphics card between the two of us, because mine that was installed in Smoke's computer basically just fried. So we've got that sorted. So there's been a few computer issues. I was solving some IT issues for my mum as well earlier this week. But in general, I was thinking about this. It's been quite a good week, which is funny to say because it hasn't been all good stuff that has happened. It's been a really up and down week. There's been some rough days and some stressful times, but just getting to the end of it, it's actually been a good one, which is nice because it was my birthday week. But like the first thing, it actually started on a bit of a bummer. So I mentioned in my last video, that was meant to be a stream, but you know, we recovered, that I had an audition last weekend. So last Saturday, I had an audition. I was auditioning for an amateur theatre production of one of Shakespeare's romantic comedies, Twelfth Night. I always think his romantic comedies are very underrated. If you're unfamiliar with Twelfth Night, you may be more familiar with She's the Man. I do wish we'd bring back the era of turning Shakespeare rom-coms into teen high school movies, but I think we may be past that day. One day someone will bring it back and the world will rejoice. So I auditioned for that, which was the first audition I'd had since 2013. And it was really fun. I was auditioning for the role of Olivia, which is a really fun role. Shakespeare knew how to write sassy, smart, flawed women so well. I had a really good time at the audition and felt pretty good about it. And then heard the next day, so a few hours after I recorded my last week's video, that I did not get the role. And I got offered a smaller minor role. I had to think about it. I read through the script. I decided not to take it for various reasons. And of course, the initial reaction was being super bummed, super disappointed. Auditioning, the whole process sucks. Like, it's literally a, hey, come over here so we can judge you process. But it's ended up, I think, being a weirdly positive thing. Because I was feeling, oh, hey, LCK. Hello, hello. Thank you so much for the sub. Good to see you, mate. Thank you for popping in. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, indeed. I know. I'm getting back into regular streaming video making, so we're slowly establishing a regular routine, but we're getting there. How are you doing? How's your week been? Good to see you, mate. So, yeah, it turned out to be this really positive thing, because particularly on the backs of... There's been some controversy in Australian musical theatre land where our local cast of the musical Waitress, which is a very beloved musical, has been announced, and some people, including myself, are not thrilled with the appropriateness of the casting of some of the key roles. And in response to that, a content creator that I really love made a video where she was just like, you know what, creators, actors, writers in Australia, don't wait for permission. Don't wait for a person to tell you it's your turn. Just make your own shit. And that really lit a fire under me, which was really, really nice. Oh no, that's no good. Sorry to hear you're not well, mate. But good to hear otherwise good. I've just been talking about my week. So I missed out on an audition. But yeah, after watching this video and then just thinking about it, and that has very luckily coincided with the launch of the Fringe Festival here, which is just my favorite time of year, and it's just the city comes alive with creativity and people just making stuff. It's really made me more passionate about, which I was already kind of dedicating myself to this year, writing my own stuff. It's really put me in a really good, positive headspace, and feel really excited about doing that and just being like, yeah, I'm just gonna make my own stuff and work on my writing and my performing and my stuff this year, which was really cool to have that. And it's been so good kicking off the Fringe. It's only been for 2 days. We went to the launch of a particular venue that we work with a lot. We went to their launch earlier in the week, and then opening night, Friday night, Smoke was DJing their opening night party. So I was down there for that, and it is just a very energizing environment as a creative person, and that particular venue has just got such a good atmosphere, so supportive. It's like a big family. And so that's made me really excited about all of the kind of the goals I have for this year in regards to like my creative works. Like I started a Substack a couple of weeks ago that I'm trying to write one piece on for a week. I'm trying to continue to work on my novel, continue to work on other pieces, have this routine on Sunday where I stream or make a video, when I then spend some time writing, and then I watch a classic film that is like a gap in my viewing experience. And I've mostly stuck to that since the start of the year, which is crazy. But that's been really good. That's been a really cool thing to like sit with this week. And it was also my birthday. Which is always, a nice thing. So it was my birthday on Monday. So we did a few things. We went to the movies over the weekend. I got to catch up independently with my 2 best friends, which is always lovely, and had dinner with Smoke and my mum. And then of course, presents, which were all really thoughtful presents. Like one of my best friends has just come back from London, and she bought me this beautiful copy of Beauty and the Beast. My other best friend has given me, we're going to go see Anastasia the musical later in the year. And just lots of other really thoughtful things that, make you feel really seen and known and loved, which is, the nice thing about what presents can do. I know we all do. I think you'll be hopefully have something to watch soon. He's cooking. He's cooking on some stuff. Um, so yeah. The return of I'm a Smoke Machine on Twitch, I think, is coming. Um, but do check out his music. If you look up I'm a Smoke Machine on SoundCloud or YouTube, you will find what he's been working on. His music opened my stream today. Yeah, he's working on some stuff. So yeah, that's mostly been my week. Work's been busy. Like, we're getting to the busy time because the term is in full swing now, and have productions and excursions and all this kind of business. But that's actually been really good. Had a big day this week. So it was a big excursion where we go on a big walk with a bunch of students. There was some parts of it that I couldn't do physically, but that was an exhausting day, but really good. So there's been some down days and a few things that have been really stressful. But of course, this is the chill out show, so I'm not gonna focus too much on those. But just a quick health update. My health continues to not be the best. My pain has been mostly okay. My chronic pain stuff, I have had couple of bad days, but generally it's been pretty manageable. It's just I'm still in this flare for ulcerative colitis, if that is what it is. Getting lots of tests done, seeing and talking to my gastroenterologist, trying to figure out how to get some relief from all of that. So that's been probably the hardest thing at the moment. That I'm just hoping for some brighter days soon. But yeah, we're all getting there. So that's been my week. Hope you have all had a good week, or if you haven't, it's over now. Let's play some movie games, shall we? We're going to start with everybody's favorite, the box office game. Why is that sitting there? I don't want that. Go away. I know how to play. What? Oh, there we go. Oh, damn. I've never had to do a night shift kind of job. So I don't know what that's like, but I can imagine, knowing how important my routine and my sleep is. That's rough. Hope it's all going okay. Alright, so the box office game. If you're unfamiliar, we try and guess the top 5 movies at the box office on a given weekend. We are looking at September 22nd, 2006. I do not look at these. I do not check the dates before I do it. So let's dive in. Weekends that I was alive are always easier than others. So 2006, I am in my second year of university. I am 18 years old. So at number 1, in its first week, a Paramount Picture has gone to the top of the box office. Its tagline is, "Guess who just made number 2?" Oh. Not... People rave about these movies and the whole Jackass thing. It's never been something for me. I maintain that will probably always be the case. But yeah, wow. Number 1 at the box office. They've got their thing, don't they? Right. Number 2 at the box office is also in its first week, a Focus Rouge production. Let's have a look at the tagline. We've got, "Mastering others is strength, mastering yourself makes you fearless." It had no budget. I'm not a big Jet Li connoisseur. I only know a couple off the top of my head. And I know the ones that I'm thinking of came out before 2006. So I'm probably not going to get this. LCK says, "I sold my house in December and downsized to a smaller one. So new start for me." That's awesome. Yeah, we're in the process of building a house. So, yeah. new chapters is always good. That's really good to hear. I'm not gonna know what this Jet Li movie is. After going through a series of yeah, I'm not gonna know what this is. Okay. I should have just put in words that were in the tagline. But yeah, not a movie I know. As the case says, I was mad for Jackasses. Yeah. I feel like I was just not in the target demographic for Jackass, which is like valid. Alright, number 3. We have a Sony picture in its second week of release. Its tagline is "One goal, a second chance." Starring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. So that... An exhibit. Oh, God. Oh! I know, I don't know what this is. So, the absolute fabulous irony of talking about how I had sorted my computer out and then the whole thing just crashed. So, we are not letting that deter us. We will figure out what the deal is with my stream eventually, I am sure. But for now, we're doing the pivot to video and we're going to keep rock and rolling. Now, when my computer restarted, my box office game did go back a little bit. I could cheat. I'm not gonna. Alright? We're gonna live with this. I was right in the middle of saying, when my whole screen went blue, Gridiron Gang is a movie that doesn't exist. Look at this poster. This is insane. This looks like a fake movie that someone's made in AI. Of like, wouldn't this be cool? Was not a hit. This is... I mean, I know it, look, Jackass has its fans, like I said, but this is looking... This was not a weekend where I would have had a lot to do. God, this movie in its first week only making $6 million. When the world first went to war, they were the first to fly. Oh, is this that Round the World in 80 Days movie? Am I manufacturing that? No. Was there a Round the World in 80 Days movie that James Franco was in? Or am I crazy? The Adventures... Okay, no, did I completely make that up? That sounds like a real thing though, right? Like that they remade Around the World in 80 Days with James Franco. Did they do that? This looks like just a week of absolute garbage that everyone's pretending never happened. There was a 2004 film, so I wasn't insane. That had Jackie Chan in it. I'm now remembering. I knew there was. Okay, but that's not this. This is a serious history film. I swear to God, before I hit give up, I was going to say, is this movie just called Flyboys? I should have guessed it. I should have gone with my gut. An absolute bomb. Excellent. And I think we've got another one on our hands. No matter where life takes you, always keep swinging. Well, that's not a real person. What? What? An adventure animation comedy family sports movie? What the... Boy begins a grand journey to return Babe Ruth's baseball bat before the deciding game of the 1932 World Series comes to a close. That is just... I know I say this movie doesn't exist a lot, but that's just straight fake. That... What? What? Maybe this is why my computer is going crazy. I've fallen into an alternate dimension where, like, any of these movies, the same person designed these posters, right? Okay. What? Alright, let's turn to Sin and Nerdle now. Oh, it's been a couple hours. Alright, we got a black and white film. Oh. I had a suspicion. It is Doctor Strangelove. One of the greatest films ever made. Like, bar none. Just brilliant. Used to show it to my students when I taught the Cold War. And finally, let's go to Centinerdle, where we're going to try and guess the movie from the Letterboxd reviews. See how we go. I really thought that the mum was Princess Diana for my entire childhood. Is this The Parent Trap? Folks, we're not having a lot of wins here this morning, but I'm gonna take that. I'm taking that one. I have often said I am very good at this, and whenever I turn on the recorder, it suddenly becomes very, very hard. Excuse me. I'm gonna bask in this for a little while. Thank you very much. Look, that's not a bad call. What are the other reviews? I didn't even look at. Still not found my soulmate. I have a butler do the special handshake greeting with yet. See, if I hadn't got on that first one, I would have got on that second one. My cousin and I spent an inordinate amount of time learning that secret handshake. She was 26, having been with two 11-year-old girls. Who the fuck is teaching all these 11-year-olds poker? Yeah. I always have loved this joke when they're like, it's so weird that we have the same birthday. You have the same face. I'll ride that high for a little while. There's not too much to check in with our fantasy box office because not a lot has come out yet. So we're not going to do a check-in there. My next release, we'll just pull it up, is Scream 7, which comes out next week, which I'm feeling pretty good about this. Ignore this. This was my alternate if something else didn't come out. But nothing else is not coming out. So, yeah, that's our movie games. God, we took a minute to get there, but we're gonna ride that high. And let me pull up what we're doing next. We're gonna talk about what I've been watching. So, the last couple weeks, I have watched two classics that, one, an OG classic, one, I think a modern classic in the making, that completely, inadvertently, unexpectedly referenced each other. So 2 weeks ago, I watched Casablanca. I've talked about how I'm trying to fill in some gaps in my movie watching history and watch some classics. And Casablanca is one of those ones that, you hear about, everyone knows the quotes from, you feel like you even kind of know what it's about. And the main thing I knew about it was like the argument they have about the ending in When Harry Met Sally and the scenes that are straight up just in When Harry Met Sally, like the final scene of the movie. So I felt like I kind of knew how it ended, sort of. Turns out I did not. And that is a movie that, like, yeah, you watch and you go, oh, yeah, okay, yeah. One of the greatest movies ever made. Like, easy. It's not even really a question. That movie is so good. I was really blown away by how much I enjoyed Casablanca. If you've never seen it, because, it's Casablanca, like, it's brilliant. It's outstanding. It is so indicative of the kind of filmmaking that we used to have, where everything is really slow and takes a long time and the scenes are really long. But it's got no less complexity to it. And it's a really fascinating film because it's a film about World War II, and it came out before World War II was over. Like, they didn't know how it was going to end when they made that film, and I did not realize that. So just a brilliant, arresting, complex, fascinating film that's on the one hand about something really simple and on the other hand about something really huge. And I was genuinely blown away by it. And then the following week for my birthday, we went out to see Blue Moon, which is a fictional account of Lorenzo Hart, who was Richard Rodgers' first partner before he teamed up with Oscar Hammerstein and then wrote the collection of the most successful American musicals basically ever. And it is set on the opening night of Oklahoma, and it focuses on Hart kind of dealing with his career fizzling out as his former partner's ramps up, and in fact hasn't even peaked yet. And it's Ethan Hawke in an absolute tour de force performance. It has a few little biopic historical drama things that can feel a little bit cheesy, like the offhanded references to real things. There was one in there that I was like, that's a bit much. But the rest of it is just, the script is so wonderful. Ethan Hawke is a phenomenon in it. Andrew Scott is in this very underrated, not underrated because I think people have been raving about him, but very understated is probably the better term. Deceptively difficult role. And it's, it's a lot about creativity and passion and connection with people and getting in our own way and self-sabotage and what art means to society. Like, it's dealing with some big stuff just set over the course of one night, and I'm such a fan of like real-time movies. So I am gunning for Ethan Hawke to get the Oscar. I don't know if he will. I would love it, not just for that role, but for his lifetime of very good work. But yeah, those have been my two big watches this week, and the last couple of weeks, sorry, and bangers, both of you. And Blue Moon opens with discussing Casablanca, in just one of those synergy kind of moments, which I love it when that kind of stuff happens. Then in terms of what I have been reading, I just finished The Impossible Fortune, which is the 5th Thursday Murder Club book. I have been shocked by how much I have enjoyed those books. I've always liked a good procedure, kind of like crime procedural, but I've never really read a lot of crime fiction. And I read the first one because I was, diving into what had been the best sellers over the past few years, and was surprised by how much I liked it. And then just kind of kept reading them, especially because a lot of people were saying that they get better, and it's true. And the wonderful thing about the series is every book does have its own mystery that is resolved by the end, but then throughout the whole thing there is wonderful character growth and little arcs that are kind of simmering away in the background. And I can't believe I've read all 5 in the last few months, and now I'm in the position of having to wait for the next one, which I haven't been in that position with a series for a long time. So that has been really nice, and they're really accessible and easy to read. Like, when I don't feel like reading or feeling a bit tired, I know I can pick up one of them and still get through it, which is really, really nice. And then the next thing is a book, maybe one of my most anticipated books of my entire life, and that is Oh Brother, by Georgina Chatterton, who is a person that I am very lucky to know. I met Gina at a writers' festival many, many, many years ago. She's a wonderful comic and graphic novel writer and artist, and I followed her work and her comics, and we have connected at a few different events over the years. And she announced that she was working on this book many, many years ago. This is a book that's been 10 years in the making, and I've been watching this and watching little previews and watching her work on it. It is a memoir about growing up with her brother, who not only has autism, but a severe intellectual disability. And this book explores the complexity of that. And it is done in a really funny way, but also so authentic, so raw, so sweet. It is kind of aimed at like middle grade. She's 13 in the book, but like, I got so much out of it. I was in tears by the end of it. Read it in one sitting, basically. It's been published all over the world. She got this deal in America, in the UK. You should be able to get your hands on it. I highly recommend it, and it's something that we really need to talk about. And she's done such a good job. I want to teach that book. I want to use that book in classrooms. And then after reading that, I was in the mood for a more graphic memoir. And so I reread, again, pretty much in one sitting, because this is the beauty of graphic novels, Fun Home by Alison Bechdel, which many people might know her from the Bechdel test. But this is an incredibly complex book, about her relationship mostly with her father, and the fact that he died when she was relatively young, and their connection over the fact that he was gay, and she came out to him just before he died, but he was also closeted and still married to her mother, and there are all these literary connections, and there's like sometimes I have to read the pages a few times to get to fully grasp what she is communicating, because she's so fiercely intelligent. And I was so happy to revisit this book. I haven't read it since I first read it. It was one of the books that made me fall in love with graphic novels. And just, it's such a special way to do a memoir as well. And so, yeah, after a brother, I was so in the mood to read this and dive into this book. And then next on my list is Babel, which I started months ago and loved, but then had to return it to the library. So then borrowed it again. And again, I think I'm going to be in the position where I'm just going to have to buy this book, because I have to return it to the library before I'm going to be done. Because, look at this. And it's a hardback. It's so, heavy and awkward and not a light read. But I've been loving this book. And so I think I just have to pick myself up a copy, because I keep having to return it before I finish it. So that's been what I've been reading and watching, and generally, all really, really cool, good things. All right, we are now going to move on to something I have not done on stream or on video for a long time, but used to be kind of my bread and butter. And that is, we're going to build some bricks. Not Lego. Cannot stress enough, it is not Lego. But I love Lego. I love building it. It's one of my biggest stress relievers. I have missed building it so much, because I just don't really have the space. I have bits and pieces around my office that largely actually don't belong to me, but that have been inherited from other people. But Woolworths and Big W, our local Australian grocery and department stores, have started doing one of those promos that they do, every 6 months to a year, where if you spend $30, you get this little thing. And usually it's garbage. Usually it's a little plastic ushi or whatever. One year it was stickers, which I did appreciate. But they started doing, and yes, I have props. I have so many things. Hang on. With every $30 that you spend, getting a little one of these bricks home, little things to make a little home. And I collected a few of these, so they were very cute. They are compatible with other brands, as it says on the back. They are very much Lego adjacent. They apparently fit with Lego. I haven't tried that, but I can tell that they do. And of course, Lego is expensive. I'm going to take pieces for free, for sure. And they've also are selling little sets as well to enhance the little things. I showed these in my last video. You can get a little minifig of a family. There's Dad. Can't really see him. And then things homewares. There's the microwave that I could build. So that's the stuff that comes in these little packets. And then you can also get little sets. I don't know who has dropped the ball here, whether people are just not interested or what has happened. But the last few times I have gone and taken my receipt to the person and be like, oh, I'm owed 3 of these. They have just grabbed a handful and handed it to me. And they clearly do not care. And I got 6 or 7 the other week. They handed me 10. I went to get 1 yesterday. She handed me 3. And the prices on the sets that you can buy were already, to me, very, very reasonable. I bought a small set of a couple of trees. It was $6. I was like, yeah, this would be 20 if it was Lego. already slashed. The big ticket item that I bought that they are selling is this, what they're calling a starter kit. I might turn it around so you can kind of see. It's like the garden. Not all of these pieces came with it. I've put in all of the little things I have bought. You know, this little house. This was $10, which again, that I was like, that's so reasonable for Lego adjacent stuff. Yesterday, this had been marked down to $2. This promo runs for another 2 weeks. I don't know what's going on over there. Whether they just overestimated the popularity of this, in which case, what is wrong with everybody? You're dropping the ball, but at the same time, give me your things. So, it was just like the kitchen that came with this, and I've added in all the little things like the toaster and the muesli bar packet, you know, dog food, breakfast cereal, the hot cross buns. I love the toast, which at the moment is just sitting on the bench, the various people, and obviously the backyard. Oh, our cricket has fallen down. Our cricket set, the dog, and these were the tree set that I got. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to, I have a few of these to open. So we're going to open them, build them if they're not dupes that I have. And then I've got a couple of other smaller sets that we're going to build and add to this house. So let's put this aside a little bit for the minute. Oh, actually, before I even do that, let's look at. So there are 40 of these. I have since got that one, since I ticked all of this off. So I've got most of the family. I'm missing Mum and the baby. I'm missing the cat. We've got some plates and bowls, some eggs, frying pans, some just other food stuffs. There's some grocery bags, some outdoor benches, some fences, some trees. A few other products, a recycling bin and a compost bin, solar panels, some bread, toilet paper, like hygiene kind of products, and a few other food items. So that is what I'm missing. We will see what we pull out. Alright, so. Oh! Straight away, we got cutlery and plates. No dupes. Excellent. Love it. Good start, everybody. See, we started off... I don't really have to build anything for this, though. It's just, they're just... they just are what they are. So... and I don't have any table space yet. We will get to that. So I'm just going to put them aside. So we got cutlery and plates. Excellent. I should just grab the whole lot of how many of these that I have. Oh god. It's a few, guys. I told you, they're just giving me handfuls when I go to the store. It's awesome. So alright, we got cutlery and plates. That's one more ticked off. What do we have? We have... Ooh! Excellent! We have a palm tree. Fantastic! Also something new. Very good. We can put that in the garden later. Oh. This is great. Alright. Frying pan! Look, we're on a bloody roll here, team. We've got our frying pans. Again, not something I can really build, though, I will say. Oh no, hang on. We do have, and we have stickers, let's see. Okay, the eggs. God, what is that? top in the pot like that. I don't really know if I had, that doesn't look quite like cooking eggs, but I'm no expert. All right, and then we've got a fried egg here. The stickers are not as good quality as Lego, but like this was free, you know. Is that meant to go on that fry pan like that? No. That's just... Alright, so we got a little fried egg. And I guess some... Not poached. What are they called? Hard-boiled. Alright. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these left. Alright. Oh! We got some frozen veggie packets. We are smashing through this list, everybody. Alright. So. We got 3 little packets that we're going to make come alive. We got some cauliflower bites. I will admit, I've been so not careful when putting these stickers on. I'm so finicky with Lego stickers. It is funny that these are like photorealistic stickers when obviously everything else in this little universe they've created is not photorealistic. But it's fine. All right, we got what is that? We got some broccoli and cauliflower. And we got some like potato. They're calling them potato minis. They're potato gems or tater tots, I guess. You could also call them. All right, so like. Yeah, there's no way for you to see these properly. But yeah, okay. We got some frozen food. We're smashing this. Had no doubles left. Yeah. I'm gonna... Okay, that was more hot cross buns. That's fine. We're gonna leave that over there. It's to be expected. Oh, what is it? Oh, that's the toaster. We don't need 2 of those. These are all going to be duplicates now. Oh, no. What do we got? We got... Oh, no. That is another lot of those hot cross buns. Yeah. All duplicates. And the pet food, which I also already have. But look, that was pretty good. We started pretty strong. 4 new items. But where are we gonna put them? Well, okay, hang on. Can we put this, we can put the fry pan on the stove. I don't think you can see it because it's like under the range hood. But we'll do that. We'll put the eggs. Eggs on the stove. Right. And the frozen items, I can't actually, the microwave is so big, I don't know where to put it. The fridge won't open. Okay, I can open the fridge door, but not the freezer. That's, the frozen stuff will melt otherwise. Okay, I'm just gonna put them in the fridge for now. That'll just like have to do. And the cutlery we will put aside because we need to add more furniture to this space. Nope. No, here we go. And thankfully I have a way of doing that. So, we've got a dining room. These are so ridiculously inexpensive. I bought pretty much all of them because they're now like $2. I don't have the family car, and there's a little pet one as well. But otherwise, we have everything. I don't know if everything is gonna fit in this little kitchen, this kind of living space, but we're gonna give it a red hot go, right? Okay, so making our dining table first. Dining table. This way. See how big the chairs are, right? So let's do a little assembly line. There's 4 of these. Even though there's, well, okay, I do currently have only 4 members of the household because I don't have the mum yet. So at the moment, everyone gets a chair. I did that wrong. I got too excited. I skipped a step. Ah! They don't come with a brick separator. So, you know. And I have obviously a few of those. But who could say where those currently are? We've got some chairs. They do have stickers to put on them. That was bad. it is like so crazy how much I miss doing this. Like, you know, living in our very small quarter situation, so many things are nowhere near as hard. Just like the whole situation is nowhere near as hard as I thought it would be. But not being able to do crafty kind of stuff definitely sucks. So let's see if I reckon here. Does this fit? Because I have something else that needs to go here. I love that there are recliners at the table. That's a really cool thing. All right, you know, hell yeah. Do their butts work like Lego butts? No, he can sit there. All right. So, and then where was our plates? Oh no, he fell. Is this gonna, yep. Our little bowls and plates and cutlery can now go on the table, kind of. That fork just disappeared. Alright. So now we've got... What is that? Oh, it's a blender. Okay. So we need to turn these red things into strawberries. Okay, immediately put that upside down so you can't see the sticker. So we got, there is no, I don't know where this is gonna go. It's a tiny kitchen. This is why I feel like I need another one of these. They're $2, guys. And this is like a lamp, I think. Oh, it's like the air conditioning unit, I think. Wait, did I straight up miss something? Oh, I missed the thing on the front that I think is the air fryer. Alright, so we'll put this lamp over here. I guess we'll put the blender on the table. Let's... build. I'm guessing this is an air fryer. That's what it looks like to me. Yeah. Or something, you know, similar. Yeah, like that's an air fryer, right? Okay, as someone who swears by her air fryer, good to go. All right. Final items. We got pot plant. Alright, I feel like that needs to go outside. I'd do it like an indoor plant, but I don't know if we have the room. Alright. And then this air conditioning unit. Oh. I don't know where. Oh. The blender needed a sticker. I am all over the place. There we go. Button. There's the vent at the front. I'll figure out where exactly to put this later. Because I've got that to just go on one of the walls. I will put the button on the blender though, because I missed that. Wait, where is that meant to go? Hang on. Oh, there's another round thing. There we go. So I will put that wherever that needs to go later. So we have our little dining room. We have the dining room. So now we need to do the living room, of course. I realized I just like tore into the box for the dining room, and there is like a tab. Alright. Yeah. So I have 4 of these. Yes, 4. So we're gonna build these and then wrap things up for the day. Not as chill as we usually like this show to be, but we're gonna get these tech issues sorted, people. And again, when I say we, I mean most likely Smoke. My pun. Alright, so we are gonna, let's go get the stickers out. We're gonna make a chair, right? Alright, so that one. Little sticker for this set. There we go. And arms. See, these chairs are huge. Alright, so we got a little chair. See, this is like gonna be so crowded. Yeah, then there's the... Alright, we're doing the TVs. We're doing the TV. Alright, let's move this lamp over here. We need that one. Well, it's funny that they've done... Wait, why am I doing it that way? I don't know why they've done those as two singles rather than doubles, but we're gonna trust the process. So this is the little like TV table. Nice. Yeah, put that on top. So it has the little shelf. Oh, single studs on top. These feel like the first, like, very custom kind of pieces. Which, like, the beauty of what Lego does is make things work based on, like, mostly the pre-existing shapes. That one just, like, just is a controller shape. But it's okay. It would be hard to make them this small. Alright. And then... Where is this, what is meant to be the screen? Surely not just that. Like, that is insane. Let me look at this properly. Oh, I see. Okay. I got it. That's pretty good. This one I have to get right. Oh no, that's crooked. Oh god. Oh no. And these stickers do not have staying power. Okay. Oh, I don't love that, but I don't want to peel it off again. Alright. There's the TV. There are our controllers. Alright, a little flower. Oh, and the actual... Wait, where's that? Is it only that big? Yes, oh, that's the remote. I see. Eh. We are getting there. TV. Alright, let's put that. I think the only way to do it is to... Wait, can this even be... Will this even snap in? This is the issue that I am having with some of these pieces, is they don't... They're flat bottomed and they don't snap in like Lego should. Okay, we're making a vacuum now. A vacuum with a clear, like, chamber, which I totally understand why that's become the norm. I still hate it. I don't want to see inside a vacuum. I just don't. The branding, like some of these are just generic things, and then some of these obviously companies that have paid to have their branding on stuff. So that is a branded little vacuum. Alright, couch. We got 2 of these. That's not correct. Oh, dearie me. And I'm thinking, I do have 2 other sets to build, but I think we're gonna stop it here. We've covered a lot of ground today. And my dog is currently crying. Leia, it's alright. Yes, it does. Of course it does. We are getting here. Yes, I know I haven't put the feet on. Wait, no, not that yet. Eh. This couch is going to be right in front of the front door. That's not ideal, but like people have to live in tiny spaces and you just have to like make that work, right? Where are my stickers here? You just have to make it work. Alright, I think, wait. What have I missed? Oh. Speakers. These speakers. These are such giant speakers. Like these are as big as like the people. Oh, I love it. And then we've got the actual gaming console itself. And of course another plant. And yes, I'll put the feet on the goddamn couch. There's some fun. I do still have to do the stickers on the various electronics, but let's put the feet on the couch. What else did I not put the feet on? Oh, I didn't put the feet on the other chair. I missed that before as well. Alright, so look, it's a cramped space. We're not going to pretend it's not. We're sitting way too close to the TV. But as someone who lives in a tiny space, you gotta just like make it work. Leia is crying. I've got to attend to. Oh, dearie me. What a morning, hey? I don't know what that final little brick is for. I'm sure there is something that I have missed somewhere, because unlike Lego pieces, we don't tend to have stuff left over. But I don't see anywhere where I have missed that. So yeah, I think it is actually just an extra. Alright. So there's our gaming console, which I'm guessing, I don't know what Xboxes look like now. I don't know if that's meant to be an Xbox. There is nowhere to put the speakers. We'll slip them there. It's surround sound. And we're gonna leave it there, I think. I do have 2 more sets because I am a crazy person. Which is like a little, hang on, let's actually hold it the right way. Like an outdoor set. I do like the little gnome of the meerkat because I have a lot of those in real life. And the bird pack, which has a lot of little Australian birds on it, which I like as well. So thank you for joining me. Particularly sticking through some of our tech problems. Obviously, if you were with me live on stream, thank you for your patience. I'm confident we can get that sorted at some point. But until then, you'll all be able to catch me here. Next week, we're going to get back into gaming. I'm going to play more Dream Daddy because I am invested in that. When I reformatted and reinstalled everything on my computer, some of my Steam games lost their saves. I'm still trying to figure out why. It's like a tiny percentage. And the only one I was worried about was Dream Daddy, in case I lost some of that progress. But I did not. We can pick it up exactly where we left off. About to head off to the cookout. So thanks for hanging out in this chill kind of stream. We had a moments of some not chill, but that's fine. I hope you've had a really good week. And you just look after yourselves, look after each other, and you will see me again soon. Bye.